Hi, boys and girls. The other day, we were off from school on Monday for President's Day, and on Tuesday, we learned a little bit about President's Day. Today, I want to teach you about George Washington. He was our first president of the United States, and it was him that we were mostly celebrating when President's Day got started. So, he was the first president we really celebrated for President's Day. So let's learn more about George Washington. This book was written by Grace Hanson. This is a nonfiction, so that means it teaches us facts. Early life. George Washington was born on February 22nd, 1732. He was born in Westmoreland County, Virginia. So here's what Virginia on the map. If you look up here is New Jersey. So down here is Virginia. So Virginia is another state in the United States of America. George learned to survey land. He loved to work and learn. And he did this because he became a map maker. And you had to survey land. That means measuring land to be a map maker. George's brother Lawrence died. He left his home to George. It was called Mount Vernon. And you can visit Mount Vernon in Virginia today. I've been there once before. Family. George served in the French and Indian War. After he married Martha Curtis, they owned land. They grew many crops. So he served in the war and then he got married and then they bought property and he farmed. He grew lots of crops. He was a leader. Great Britain ruled America at this time. Americans wanted to be free. The Revolutionary War began. So America wanted to be its own country. We didn't want to be ruled by Great Britain anymore. Someone needed to lead the army. Washington was the best choice. On July 4th, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed. America won the war. Years later, America was free. So the Declaration of Independence is a document that was written by many men back then, including George Washington. Thomas Jefferson actually did the writing, but it declared our independence from Great Britain. That means we said we are our own country. We are not going to be part of Great Britain anymore. The presidency. The new nation needed a leader. Washington became the first United States president on April 30th, 1789. He was a very good president. He later retired to Mount Vernon. He died on December 14th in 1799. Here's some more facts. Washington never had any children of his own. Martha, his wife, she had been married before, but her first husband died. And she already had two children, Jackie and Patsy, when she and Washington were married. Washington was an excellent horseman and dancer. Washington was a very successful farmer. His main cash crop was wheat. That means he grew wheat. So a cash crop is a crop that a grower grows to sell rather than use. The Declaration of Independence is a very important paper in American history. It announces the separation of the American colonies from Great Britain. The Revolutionary War was a war fought between England and North American colonies from 1775 to 1783. And a widow, as I told you, is someone who lost her husband. Okay, so today you also have a worksheet to do. And I'm going to bring that up right now so you can see it. Oh, I stopped sharing. Okay, here it is. Here's your worksheet that you need to do today. Okay, I need to make this a little bigger so you can see it. Okay, so this is your timeline that you have to complete of George Washington's life. So these are not his whole life, but these are important events in his life. So the first thing he did was we read about in the book was that he measured land. He was a map maker, so he had to measure land. And that was the first thing that he did. So I'm going to cut that out and glue that right there. Later, he was a general in the army. Then he got married to Martha Curtis. And finally, he became the first president of the United States of America. Now you can number the order of events of his life. You can just put number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 right here. Okay, boys and girls, tomorrow we'll learn about Abraham Lincoln, the other president who is celebrated on President's Day. Have a great day, boys and girls.